What is up, divine beings? Peace, love, abundance, blessings. Today I am channeling messages from the Egyptian gods, the Neteru. And let's see what the messages are today. I am outside of my regular apartment in New York, hanging out in the countryside. So we have Ra coming forward today, the Egyptian god of the sun. And the scarab represents the sun being held up high. If you look at all the Egyptian gods, they have this solar disc in front of them. The ball here is a ball of sand that they hold over their head, and the sun shines over it. And when you look at all the Egyptian gods, they have that on the crown. The message that I'm getting is honestly into understanding the importance of the sun, the importance of connecting to sunlight, the spiritual recharges that we get with sunlight. And this is talking about having an intentional relationship with the sun. I've said this message a few times here, but I feel like I have to reiterate this time and time again. Connect with the sun. And this is talking about live with your crown held high. The purpose of spirituality is for you to understand your own divinity. The purpose for you to connect to these guides, these different beings, these different gods, these different entities, is because they represent an aspect of life that we could improve on, that we need guidance in. And when we connect to a certain deity, a certain spirit, a certain guide, we're literally changing our energy to be able to match theirs, and we're creating a frequency shift within us. So that's the purpose of connecting with these guides. But the message that I'm getting right now is that we are here to help you ascend into your own godhood, into your own godliness. Everyone here is a god without understanding that they are a god, and the purpose of life is to raise up to your godhood, to your goddesshood. And this talks about understanding your uniqueness. This talks about understanding your own spiritual gifts, unlocking them, allowing them to unfold. But in order to do so, you gotta let go of mental clutter. You have to let go of mental baggage. You have to let go of how anybody from the past, a past ex, a past lover, your family made you feel about you, because these are all illusions that are putting a false cap on you, a false hold on you. The vision that I'm getting is like almost like whatever negativity that was spoken of you, whatever associations you have on yourself, you're not good enough, you're not useful, you're not powerful, they come from associations that were given to us when we were younger or in past relationships. And in order for you to stay up in your godhood is to let all this go and to start recognizing the God within. Some of you need to start just staring at your own reflection long enough until you start seeing what you love about yourself. Some of you need to get freaking stripped down naked, I ain't even playing, and just start looking at yourself and start giving yourself words of praise, words of affirmations. You might not feel fully comfortable and certain aspects about yourself, but look at the good, look at the richness of who you are, and understand that some of the things you don't like about yourself, you can either change your perspective on it, or through time you can change that about you. All right, so if you feel like you're shy, if you feel like you're not confident, guess what? Confidence isn't just given to you. And some people do got it easy. They have parents that affirmed them. They have people who hyped them up since they were young. Maybe that wasn't you, but guess what? Now you have yourself to hype you up. And the message that I'm getting here is let go of these false illusions. Let's go of this false self. All right. I'm gonna pull another card from the Book of Doors because I'm being guided to. We have Ptah, and he's come out in my other videos before. It's almost like in order to really activate your spiritual gifts, your spiritual powers, it's not all just about working with crystals, meditating, going to sound baths, going to these spiritual retreats. It's about you looking at yourself, honoring yourself. Who are you? Start seeing yourself as a god. Start praising yourself. Start giving yourself honor, and understand that when you're working with these guides, when you're working with a Neteru or any different spirit, even an ancestor, you are here to grow as a being, as a soul, as a spirit. And the whole purpose of life, I'm going to say it again, is for you to remember your divinity and allow your divinity to manifest in the material form. A lot of us who are very spiritually gifted, are very spiritually attuned, who can perceive the other realms, sometimes we feel a sense of powerlessness in our physical realm. We know that as spirits we can summon so much, we could move with so much mobility, we can astral travel, we can astral project, but guess what? you can bring those gifts down. All right, when you look at the Kabbalah tree of life, at the top is Keter, and at the bottom is Malkuth. The Keter is a go from source, Malkuth is earth, and it's almost like, we're supposed to go up in that, and then we're supposed to come down. We're supposed to connect with spirit and bring in all of that information, all that power, all these feelings of abundance and expansion, put it into our physical vessels. And this starts with how you wake up. This is about you giving yourself words of affirmation, words of praise when you wake up. This is about sun gazing. This is about stretching. This is about meditating. This is about journaling, doing things that are going to make you feel more attuned to yourself. Because in this world right now, we have social media being thrown at you, telling you what to care about. We have news being thrown out at you, telling you what to care about. We have politics out there that is supposed to make you believe that change is possible, that change is happening, and also piss you off at the same time and trigger you at the same time. We have so much that is trying to occupy your mind, and it doesn't matter how smart you are, how spiritually gifted you are, how brilliant you are. If you do not have a clear mind, you will not go far. And the message that I keep getting is know thyself, recognize yourself, and that is how your spiritual gifts will come. But spiritual expansion does not come from a place of insecurity, and understand that these insecurities are based on what other people have told you, on value systems that other people care about. And one thing that you'll know if you work with the Egyptian gods or any of the spirit guides, in all honesty, is they don't care what society defines as important. They could care less. Some of them might tell you to play in the game, play the matrix, but others will tell you, why are you putting false priorities over your head? So the message here is, you're not, how do I say this in all honesty? You're not your community. You're not where you grew up from. You're not even the city that you're in. You are a child of earth, here to live in your own uniqueness, to honor your own uniqueness. And by doing so, I'm looking at the auric field uplifting, vibrating at a higher consciousness. And it's like the energy around you starts to shift. People around you start to feel a healing presence, a healing frequency, a healing vibe. That is the purpose of life. That is the purpose of ascension. So we have a double confirmation here with the master number 22 and these cards. We have the Two of Wands, which represents going from one world and expanding into another. And we have the Two of Cups, which is about our communion with spirit. This talks about communion, and I'm also seeing this as communion with self. So the message that we have with the Two of Wands is that it's almost like sometimes when we're spiritual, we're given promises of abundance, promises of these big futures that we're supposed to have, and we'll get the downloads, we'll get the message, we might even get the vision. And we might not fully believe it. Or you might get a reading from somebody and they tell you all the beautiful stuff to look forward to, but you might not believe it. What I'm hearing with the Two of Wands is understand that this is a path. This is a journey. And it's the journey that's the beauty of this. And you have to learn how to love yourself, even if you're not at your most optimal state, or the state that you want to be at. Maybe you're not at the highest state with your confidence. Maybe you're not at the highest state with your finances. Maybe you're not at the highest state with how you physically want to appear. That still doesn't mean that you're not worthy. That still doesn't mean that you're not valuable. And it's almost like you have to love yourself in the now, as you're ascending, as you're growing, as you're healing, because that's going to move you farther. But blaming yourself, feeling mad at your circumstances, just feeling like how do I say this? I'm getting the sense of self-disrespect, self-dishonorance. That ain't gonna take you far. That's not gonna move you. That's not gonna uplift you. And I'm gonna say this once again. These gods, these beings, they don't care about societal things. They don't care about what your bank account looks like. Your soul is rich. They don't care about how you physically look like. So long as your health is good, they don't care about all of that. And in all honesty, you'll find that when you work on your healing, when you work on your energy, your physical appearance will change too, just as a default, because of your vibration. All right. The Two of Cups again talks about our communion with spirit, our unity, a union with spirit, and this is helping us with our union with self. This is a path of self-love. There is a path of self-respect. So as you heal, as you uplift yourself, do it from a place of joy. Don't do it from a place of anguish or impatience. Give yourself grace. And healing and spiritual paths we are doing a lot of purging. We are doing a lot of unrooting. We are doing a lot of shadow work. We are realizing what messed us up in our own psychology and our own perception, and getting to the root of our pains is a very painful thing to do. It's very difficult, and I'm gonna tell you, it's mad ugly. That's why we have these spirit guides, these dark beings such as Kali, such as Lilith, Santa Muerte. There's so many of them. There's the Goetia spirits. They support us in looking at our shadows and healing them. And we have the beings of light that remind us that we are worthy of unconditional love, that we can always return back to a state of purity. So this includes the angels, these includes the saints, and the Orisha. This would be Obatala, the spirits that represent purity. They're here to remind us that we can feel new again, we can feel rebirthed again. All right, so there's so many different guides for y'all to work with, and honestly, take your freaking time, because a guide shows up for you when you're going through a certain lesson that matches that guide's energy. The Eight of Wands is coming forward, velocity and speed. I get the sense of just go, 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 go. Don't focus on the end result, but also don't look back. You're already too ahead. You can't go back to sleep now. You can't go back to the matrix now, because secretly you will know that you're settling. It's too late for that. So just go forward, even if you don't know where it's going to take you. Sometimes the only way out of fear, of hesitation, of nervousness, of doubt is to go through, baby. All right, I'm going to pull one last card. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. It does support the algorithm. We have the Knight of Swords, moving forward with their confidence, moving forward with speech, speaking in your truth. I get the sense from the Neteru, from the Egyptian gods, and specifically Ra, the sun. If you are wanting to speak up more about your spirituality, if you're around religious folks who judge your spirituality, I get in the sense that you don't gotta hide no more. You don't gotta bite your tongue anymore. And if you need help, if you need confidence, speak to the sun. Visualize your solar plexus, which is that core in your stomach, as its own sun, and ask the sun to shine lights into it. Breathe and meditate. You can give an honor to Ra, or call it the sun. In Greek mythology, that would be Helios. And breathe. Take 5 deep breaths. Feel your solar plexus charge up, and have the confidence to be your most true, high, and uplifted self to get everything that you want from this life. All right, y'all. Remember that manifestation, abundance, being in your spiritual power, it's a journey, it's a path. There's no freaking rush. Have compassion, have grace for yourself as you're going through the motions. Some days you're gonna feel high strong, like you're Superman, Batman, Superwoman. Some days you're gonna feel like you just need to sit your ass down and process your past, process your pains, process the messages that you're getting, and just understand everything operates in highs and lows. Give yourself compassion during your lows. That really does matter, y'all. All right, so that's the message for y'all today. If y'all want to get a personal reading, how to do so is in the about below. If y'all want to check out my channel for how to work with certain spirit guides, and how to do so is on the about below. Y'all have any questions or any videos you want me to do, please write it down in the comments below. You want to follow me on social media, my links and handles are on the about below. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next time.